Hola, YouTube. A lot of people been asking me to do this video for a long time, and I just kept forgetting. So I remembered it's like 98 degrees out here, but because I remembered and I'm off today, I'm gonna do the video anyways. Plus it's bright enough for you to be able to see everything. But this is a video of all of my mods that I got done to the car while I'm thinking of it, So I guess we'll start with the engine. As you can see, it's a V6. No, I didn't Hellcat swap it. Everybody is doing that. I don't like doing what everybody else do, if you can't tell from the crazy bloody rap. This year was supposed to be the year of speed, but I kept getting phone calls about people calling me out for my title at a specific car show. And they coming for you, so, what you gonna do? So instead of putting money into my setup on the engine that I wanted to do, I changed some stuff up with the just a non-speed modifications. Like I had put 24s on here, them 24s. Man, the people who mounted them, they had to do it wrong because that one went first. That one went second. Passenger side rear went third. Passenger side front went fourth. All within a month and a half. And then they wouldn't honor the deal that we had, the warranty. They voided it out, saying it was my fault. No, it wasn't. So I never deal with that business again. I never even say their name, so people don't even know who they are. It is what it is. And I have been dealing with them for years. So I changed that out. I had just brought those. That cost me about $6 grand. Switched them out. Brought these other wheels out, the tires and everything, about $4,200. So needless to say, I had plenty of money. The twin turbo, put a RIP supercharge on this thing. Whatever I wanted to do to it for speed, I could have did to it. So just understand it was a choice not to do speed, because I always get that question. I'm 43. I had plenty of V8s in my life. I'm not really excited by a V8, even though that sounds really, really good. Don't get it twisted. Just understand. Been there, had that. I still got a couple. My children got my cars right now. That's actually V8. So, yeah, this one I ain't going that direction. But in the future, I may. So, stay tuned, even though I barely do videos. If you want to see updates on this car, go to my Instagram. It's Chrysler 300S. So, yeah. All right, let's start it up. So this car has been touched front to back, top to bottom. I learned that from a car show judge over in Jacksonville. So the grill has been airbrushed. I don't know if you can see Jason and everything. I did not clean this car, and I'm dailying it right now because the kids got my other vehicle. So, yeah, I sold the other ones. Airbrushing in the headlights. You can see the Jason mask in there. Airbrushing all up under the hood. That's a cold air intake tube. I went back with the stock air box because I wanted to have more airbrushing. So, yeah. Then under the hood wrap. This used to be a completely different hood, and it was airbrushed too. But this is a Hellcat hood. As you can see, the wrap, it's actually PPF wrap. The windshield wiper arms, those are painted. That is not a wrap. They painted with that blood splatter pattern. If I close up, you can see the fully functional Hellcat hood. I got an embossed wrap on that. The embossed wrap go from the top all the way to the back, the trunk. All four doors are butterfly. All four of them. 22's back on. I know I was talking junk about spikes before, but these are true spikes. These are different. These you can just unscrew and the actual lug back there so they won't snap. But I got a wrap in the back of the wheel. Forgive the Air Force flying over, aim high. But then this is painted. And then even my caliper covers, they're airbrush. Each of them got a different scene on them. My wheel wells I painted red. The door jambs used to be done, but they started looking like trash, so I took them off. I may get them redone. I got a quote for $5,000 to airbrush them, then to drop the $3,500. But I really don't want to put that into the car, considering I'm like at the end. Like, I'm dang near done with car shows. They don't really excite me anymore. But as you can see, I got the key. It's like they're trying to fly over and interrupt my video. That should be all of them for a little bit. But the key. Ma, that Jason say in the background. And it goes all the way around. So when you're looking at it from the rear, you'll see the key, ma, key, ma. Then we'll go towards the inside. Panels are suede. Forgive the mats. That's how I drive when I'm daily in it. Cat skins, leather interior, customized. That's me, cartoonized, you know. Carbon fiber steering wheel, Alcantara suede. I got the little blood splatter there on the door. Tesla screen. Blood splatter. My little cheaper version of a pedal commander. Works just fine though. AirTag suspension kit. Cup holders are done. Whatever piece back there you would call it is done. Hand dropper button, one of the first things I did. Blood splatter up there. Even here is touched. Over here, red suede, starlights in there. I'll show you that once again. In the back, the starlights are actually Jason masks, but follow my IG, you'll be able to see it on there. I just don't feel like turning it on. It's hot out here, man. So yeah. Some more stuff done on the inside. I be forgetting. Blood splatter pattern right there too. As you can see, people think the blood splatter on my windshield is covering up a crack or something. It's not. It was just a little idea I had. So why not run with it? Then door seal covers. The back done. Blood splatter. I wanted the blood splatter to go throughout the car. That was my point of doing that. Satin black top. Embossed. I can't really see too good because the sun is beaming. Satin black again. Glass skins, baby. This right here, great quality. It's expensive, but great quality. Like I was saying, all the different caliper covers are airbrush different scenes. The tail lights are actually aftermarket too, so believe it or not. The exhaust, I just took off the Big Boss 4 setup that I had because that drone was killing me, man. And I actually drive this car, so I want to get that butterfly cutout where I can turn it off so I can get my little sound back. If you got a 3.6 liter V6, oh yeah, the motor is tuned too, so I ain't really pushing much. I think he got me up to 330. Yeah, 330. So not too quick, still pretty slow, but I'm tuned. And then with that cold air intake too, And then with that big bar setup with the resonators cut off and 4.5-inch tips, it actually sounds really good on the startup. And when I hit the gas, it don't sound like a lawnmower. I'd rather not sound like a lawnmower at all. But back at it, suede through once again. Starlights in the trunk. My kids put together this. Like, my kids actually put together that slaughter back there. So thank you to them for that. Blood splatter all the way through. And this, my guy set it up the way it's supposed to look, like an angry face. But there's lights all back here too. That's my tank back there with me again. Custom Jason mask, one of one. I actually got the setup behind it from like a Jason super fan, Friday 13 super fan. He said that came from an actual set. And then the keys and that fuse came from the video game that Jason has, the Friday the 13th video game. But there's my bag, the pumps. That's wood. He formed wood like that. Super thick plexiglass, man. Super thick. So, you know. Up under here, I got it set up to where my dude hooked it up for me where I can plug in at car shows. I'm running 2 batteries. There's 1 battery, an isolator, my yellow top. And then this setup allows me to plug in my setup for my lights at car shows so they can just run the whole time we got electricity, so I don't kill my battery. But eventually, I'll probably do the trunk jams and stuff like that. I just don't feel like paying $3,500, man. If I was still new in the game trying to establish Slaughter, I'd drop it in a heartbeat, you know. But Slaughter is established. I'm good, you know. So yeah. What else? Little things, like little details. I told y'all, man, that's so much stuff done to this, I forget. That's blood splattered. Yeah. I already know I'm gonna forget. But there's the other caliper cover. Done. Oh yeah, the center caps are airbrushed too. That's not a wrap. Then door panels done. Mirror caps. I like it. The halfway covered look. I don't know why. It was just me. Predator sticker. There's that blood splatter I was talking about. As you can see, it ain't no cracks going across there or nothing like that. Yeah, I put the spoiler on there. I had it so long that I started thinking that this thing was factory, but it's definitely not. Yeah. I'm on bags, as you already saw. You saw the tank. Oh my God. Man, there's so much stuff I constantly forget. As you can see, that's red suede too. I changed out all the speakers on the interior to Scar. Crazy story about that. But I'll tell you in a moment. Red suede back there. Yeah. So, the Scar story. As you can see, it got Beats by Dre. That's one of the things that I liked about it. Because everybody know the headphones, Beats by Dre, people were like, oh my God, you know, that system sounds so good, you know, and the music comes through so clear, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got this car off of Carvana. First off, I thought it was a 5.7. I assumed because it was an S, it wasn't. It was a 3.6. But it is what it is. It's been doing what it needs to do, you know. So I didn't like the sound. And I was like, it's impossible that it sounds like this with Beats by Dre inside of it. So I started taking the speakers out. Gonna find out it was just some Chrysler cheap speakers in there, like the old school speakers Mom and Dad used to have in their house in the early 90s. They ain't even have no real Beats by Dre speakers in there. So if your car says that Beats by Dre, take off your door panel and check, because more than likely it won't have it. And I see if somebody just changed out one or two, but no, it was every speaker in here. So I think Chrysler lied to a bunch of us. But yeah, this is the car. I probably forgot something, man. But yeah, like I said, check out my Instagram if you want to see more. Sorry it's dirty. I just randomly thought about doing this video in this 98-degree weather for y'all. So yeah, appreciate you looking. If you come on the page just to hate on the bill, man, hey, do what you do. I ain't mad at you. If you come on to appreciate it, I appreciate you back. But what I will say is to the people that go on other people's pages and hate, bro, just focus on improving you. Don't focus on other people and how you can try and bring them down, because you definitely not gonna do it on this page. And the comments ain't gonna be on, so you're gonna waste your time trying to do it anyways. So yeah, I did this for y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day, because it's hot.